Big Boss Jock, my 750, day 9 of the protest. El Podo Rosso, 750 kilohertz, MANL, radio. Soy yo, gran jefe de los Jockeys del Discos. Radio Rebelde. This is the 9th day of the protest. Noveno día del protesta. Demonstración al frente de la oficina de la F.B.I. I'm analyzing the poems and back to the inaugural speech to see how it goes. We're at 10:59 to 11:02. No, it wasn't that. I think we were down here, 11:44 to 11:50. Trump's words, Islamic radical terrorism, which he will eradicate completely from the face of the earth. Subconscious perceived Muslims, male with a hand pointing, this is 11:51. Male with a hand pointed rested on his shoulder. Pointer finger served as a marker. Hand came from the person behind him. Hand appeared between a Muslim couple. Female located upper center of the screen. Hood pulled up. Figure behind her serves as a flag. Person was clothed in a white upper. Female Muslim was surrounded by white. Her companion was smiling. Until further attention is placed, the hand appeared to be from the smiling Muslim man. Upper right hand corner, crime family member. That's all at 11:51. 11:52. Female Muslim faced towards the crime family member. Reciprocal was his actions. They appeared to know each other. 11:53, top of the screen, next to the crime family member was a red cap wearer. Caucasian male, sunglasses on, wore a goatee. He appeared to be communicating with the crime family member. In front of him was a white cap wearer. Caucasian male leaned towards the female Muslim. Crime family, we're looking for the Theodore hats. Ballers also. There's a couple in there. There's some. They also seem to be friendly. Caucasian man appeared in the center of the screen, was looking to the white cap wearer. His looking in their direction called our attention. There, over there. Focused the subconscious eye to the female Muslim with a white cap, also to the crime family member, communicated with the red cap wearer. 11:53. Image of a different group of people. In the middle of the screen, a Caucasian woman. She had on a nationalist hat, national sweater. Over her sweater was a translucent parka. On the front of her parka was a logo from a known cola soda. Logo was printed onto the parka using Hillary's aqua. Nationalist woman was middle-aged with white hair. Next to her on the right-hand side of the screen was another woman, female Caucasian, with her face reflecting light to make her more light-toned. African Americans lock in on the aqua, see the red with white, also blue, as nationalist colors. They see those colors on people they despise. In front of the middle-aged woman in the center was a wheelchair. Left side of the screen from her, another Caucasian woman was sitting. She was staring over her shoulder, looking away from the women in the center. 11:54. At the end of the segment, hand at the center top of the screen gave a hand gesture. Flash before the image to Donald, changed back. Hand gave us a thumbs up. Appeared next to the face of the woman sitting in the center. Middle-aged woman with the aqua on. 12:01. Donald's words, at the bedrock of our politics will be a total allegiance to the United States of America. See, totalitarian. That's what the African American community is hearing. Same time, words were heard, shaken, was seen in the filming, signified there will be an upset in mandating a total allegiance to the USA. This is how DIA, CIA is getting the Afro-Americans to feel excluded from the USA. When I say Afro-Americans, listen out there, African-American community. There's 35 other countries in the Americas. They predominantly speak Castellano, I understand that. Their African descended people inside of their countries are known as the Afro population. So I'm saying that term with kindness. It doesn't have 7 syllables. It's easy. It's a nice term. It isn't African American, nor is it 1 syllable black. Black is wrong. You're not a shade right there on the chip chart. No, that's not the way to refer to people. It's as ignorant as saying red, yellow, white, brown. That's not a way to describe a person. Because Yankee Sam made that acceptable in these last couple years, doesn't mean it's something that we should practice. Let's see. 12 minutes, 10 seconds. Donald said, through our loyalty to our country, people will show their loyalty for each other. Words written by the CIA to be divisive. Those who feel not to be loyal to their country, neither will they be regarded as having loyalty to their people. Puts people into 2 categories. Those with Donald, those who are opposed to his group. By being opposed, are excluded from the U.S. Donald's group has claimed in the last 12 minutes the title for their group, USA. 12:10 to 12:18, Donald said, when a person opens their heart to patriotism, there is no room for prejudice. African Americans heard patriotism is prejudice. Van Jones, the night of the election results, used a term instructed to him by the CIA for him to use. He's instructed. Van used the word backlash. I know the word wasn't that. Hey, backlash. I know the word wasn't that, and it was white lash. Analysts, pay attention to how frequent that word is being used, and that's backlash. In the weeks preceding the inauguration, even some days leading up to the inauguration, every time backlash is heard in conjunction with Donald or his administration, African Americans heard the word which had been mentioned by Van, white lash. This is all by design, scripted by psychiatrists who worked for the CIA. 12 minutes, 22 seconds, image changed to the crowd. 5 people visible on the screen were visible on the screen. Focal point was a Caucasian, elderly man with a hat on. His Caucasian companion was looking at the camera. She was not facing the action center attraction. Her peering into the camera called the attention to the man. He had a female Caucasian on both sides. Female Caucasians being used as markers. Man on the inside of his jacket collar had a stripe, green, that of Hillary's campaign color. Used an opaque black with gray plaid scarf. On the outer bottom part of his jacket had a section of Barry's Yankee Imperial Blue. Focal point man had on a fur bowler style hat. Visible on the side are pins, aligned in a row at the brim. Subconscious eye tried to identify. Look for symbols, also writing, which it recognized. First pin was a shield. Seems to be the style of a secret order. Shield had a cross, same time, which was not. Had 2 horizontal pieces instead of 1. 3 colors had the shield, red with blue, also gold. Red is the predominant color. Next pin in sequence, red with white. Unless a lot of attention is put forth, casual viewer would not notice the skier is red, the white is snow. Next pin appeared was a blur, is a skier also. What grabs the eye is the 5th pin, shape of Texas, colored red, around the red was white. Subconscious eye, signs got red. African American, perceived Caucasian, had the colors on. what's on the Caucasian's mind was the opposite. Focal point man had on all the colors for their community. At the same time, was honoring Texas. African Americans see Texas as a symbol of racism. George Jr., they have disdain for. 12:22 to 12:23. Even if he is getting all lovey-dovey rubbing up with Michael Soetoro, technically is Robinson. Remember, he's going to present his penis soon as Michael Soetoro. Michael Robinson. 12:22 to 12:23, right-hand side of the screen. A man appeared right before the image cut to the next. Caucasian man with glasses maybe. By appearing, he blocked back part of the female marker's face. She was giving us a profile view. Analysts, put your finger on her nose. 12:24, freeze the next image, then lift their finger. Crime family member should appear there. Center of the image is another member playing the part without the hat. Hair slicked back, wore glasses. 12:25, right-hand side of the screen. Near the middle is a Caucasian woman. She stood before, also next to, the crime family Theodore hat wearer. She began yawning. Her perfect time yawn seemed off. I believe was computer generated. 12 minutes, 26 seconds, 12 minutes, 53 seconds. That time span in there. 23 seconds. No, that'd be 20? Yeah. Oh, am I off? Well, if it was 20, that'd be 46, and then 6 more? Yeah, so 26. All right, continuing on. Donald said, we must pursue solidarity. Same time, brown trench coat was seen clapping. 12:47. Donald said, when America is united, Donald used his left hand to hand gesture. His hand gesture overlapped the actions of brown trench coat. Gesture was his forefinger connected to his thumb, made the shape of a circle. Overlapping signified that circle, Donald's group, with the clapping of the planner. 12 minutes, 36 seconds. 36 seconds. Donald's words, live together in unity. Matched his words with brown trench coat motion back with his arm, same time. Gave the impression, working together with the dark cloth figure, dark clothes represented the African American community. 12 minutes, 54 seconds. Image changed to a crowd. It gave that impression. 12:54. Image changed to a crowd. 2 Japanese men were the attention. One had nationalist colored attire. Wore a hat that reflected Barry's group. He wore a dark beanie. Halfway up were 2 stripes. Finer of the 2 is Donald's negative color. One the media uses in their caption boxes. Color seen behind the negative words about Trump. Between 2 fine stripes of Donald's negative color, white stripe of Barry's Yankee Imperial Blue appeared. Message is such as before. Regardless what the man is wearing, what's on his mind probably is the opposite. That'd be what? Regardless what the man was wearing, what was on his mind probably was just the opposite. Behind the divide, what will soon be a fight begins then turned a civil war. Wait a second. Big Boss Jock. My 750 signing off. El Poderoso 750 kilohertz AM en el radio. Soy yo, el gran jefe de los choques del discos. Radio Rebelde Firmando Fuera. I'm up on the time limit. I got the other page. I'll continue on with the next segment. That was day 9 of the protest segment. Well, I'm not sure which segment. Been out here for a while. I think I'm working on 2 hours. Yeah. Continues does the protest. Big Boss Jock signing off.